Howdy, howdy. Correct this real quick. I'll give it a minute to see for people to jump in before I start unboxing, and I'll reposition the camera beforehand. But feel free to ask any questions that you may have. Was excited it just got delivered here really right when I just scheduled the video about 2 hours ago. I was not sure if it was going to come today. It was supposed to, but it was all supposed to come like first thing this morning, so we'll see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start positioning things. Howdy, howdy, welcome. Just getting some things set up for the unboxing. And I'm gonna shift this around. So one thing, this is a very large printer. Was definitely not expecting this whenever I had to go get it. I think I said it's 60 pounds. But yeah, you guys can feel free to ask me any questions you may have. And I'm gonna go ahead and start kind of cracking into this. Definitely excited that this was able to come in on time. I was thinking it was going to be after the holiday. I'm going to apologize for any shaking. The camera is definitely on the same table. Start things off, we got the nice manual here. So we got ourselves safety guidelines, and the quick start guide. Yeah. Hey, they actually sprung for full color. That's nice. Push this back a smidge. Pull this box down to move it. Kind of glad you guys didn't see how much I struggled getting that out of that box. This bag held up, so I was able to Get that out of there, no problems. It's definitely well put together. I'll say that much, well protected. It's good because it came all the way overseas. Anyone that's watching, did you guys order the Snapmaker? And if so, have you received yours yet? You know what? I might not have the chat enabled. Let me make sure that's good. Sorry, forgive me. I'm going to see if I can get this. Hey, Midnight, I see your message, but I don't see it coming across. Let me just make sure that the chat is working. Oh no, it's coming across. My screen just wasn't updating. And yeah, I agree. I'm excited to see what this is capable of. In fact, I already have my original P1S kind of on standby because I'm going to immediately be doing some testing between both the P1S and the Snapmaker. You guys hear me fine? Making sure my microphone's good. There's the printer right there. All right, let's take a look at what's inside this box. We got our power cord. Ah, nice. Got some rolls of filament. Looks like, is it 500 grams? Yeah, 500 grams of yellow, red, black, and white. I want to make sure that this chat's working. Okay. All right. I think it's working. Forgive me. Only my third time doing a live. Taz. Yeah, I have definitely. Well, that's not good. That just popped off. I'm definitely excited for the printer. It's I've probably been annoying my wife because I've been talking about it like a little kid all day today. Oh, it's almost here. Oh, when it's gonna get here. Oh no, it's 4 o'clock. It hasn't come. It was supposed to arrive a few hours ago. And I'm definitely excited to see what we can do with this. Bigger than I was thinking. I'll say that much. That's a good thing. I think I have enough space for the position I'm going to be putting it. All right. Let's get that position there. Good. You guys can see everything. We've got where the spools are going to be connecting. Let me make sure I don't rip that open. Oh, that's the back. We got to see the front. You know, I was surprised. I was looking earlier, which, I mean, I get it. Only a few people have gotten it. But there's not, besides people that were sent free models, I'm not seeing too many videos out there for the Snapmaker yet. I was originally going to actually do just a unboxing video, but I figured if I'm going to be doing it, might as well go live. Okay, let's see what we got in here. It's a big thing of desiccant. And for anyone wondering, I am missing with every throw that I am throwing. All my brothers would be chuckling about that. It's like a PEI textured plate that came with it. You know, that's the one thing with it being a brand new one that I don't want to say concerned about, but the most concerned is the fact that it's a unique plate size, so won't be able to really get a replacement. Not that I necessarily need a replacement that soon, but I always like to have extras around. I did order an extra, but I think the extra is not going to be here until like January, which is interesting because I placed it with the order. All right. I guess I probably need to start actually looking at the instructions before I just start pulling things out. First, just see what's in here. Ah, this is going to be the tool head and probably parts. It's going to be my guess. Okay, yeah, we got our parts kits, our tubes, some grease. I did see online where someone said not to go ahead and lubricate beforehand. Oh, nice. It even comes with some little snips. Let's see what that is. There, that's what I'm looking for. 2 keys. Past that, that's going to be for the insides. I'll put that to the side for now. You guys can feel free to ask me any questions you might have, whether it's about the Snapmaker or anything else in the meantime. All right, let's look. Oh, they actually went full color. I am just very surprised about that. Very well done manual. Already pulled it out the box. Already removed the packing. Already removed that. Took care of that. Include the kit. Remove the 3 screws. Ah, well, that's helpful. Oh, perfect. Move the 3 screws. We've got, oh, the 3 that have the arrows. That's nice. Let me see if I can actually get a better light going. Let's see if I can get this maybe more overhead. That's probably not any better, but oh well. We just have to look at my ugly mug. Looks like it's this one. No, I probably could have gotten a better lighting situation. I'm going to apologize. There we go. Nope, I think it is the bigger one. It's the perfect time for this to have come in, though, because I've been getting a lot of one-off orders on my Etsy store lately with multicolor, and normally that's not a big problem because I just print a batch of them and sell them at the markets, but because the markets are going to be disappearing before too long, it's kind of been a little bit more of an annoyance. So this will allow me to get everything printed, the orders. Anyone else been doing good on online orders for like your Etsy shop or your Shopify site for the holidays? Mine's been picking up this week a little bit just because of the Etsy's doing a essentially cyber event where if you are a part of their if you opt into their sale, which unfortunately is 25% off, then they give you more, they push more people towards your store. This is definitely not. Okay. good spot for this. Yeah, Taz, I agree. I've been slowly moving towards, well, I've been trying to move away from Etsy, let's word it that way, but unfortunately, I am not as great at bringing the stuff that Etsy did to my store. So, I mean, I've gotten a few sales here and there on my Shopify one. I actually am in the process of paying someone to help market. They supposedly have a guarantee. We'll see how it works after the setup's done. Setup's been a lengthy process, but he's been actually getting some work done, but so far no results. But if that takes off with the promise that he has, I'll probably deviate more from Etsy. His promise is, I think, 14 orders every 2 weeks. No, 15 orders every 2 weeks. But we'll see. If not, I get my money back. Jeez, these screws are in here. Peak entertainment, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so that is step 4. Remove the 6 screws from the top and the bottom. Never mind, we got more screws. Let me reposition this. Oh, this one's a bit easier. It's not a tight section right there. But I have still been keeping my Etsy store still going because, I mean, why not? But with every transaction I do, I have my thank you cards and my advertisement for my store to try to draw some traffic there, which has resulted in a few of the sales coming for repeats. But all right, so that's that one, and the last one for this bracket. There we go. Got that out. Now the ones in the back. Sorry, I was just hearing something from one of my printers. So my goal is to have, once I get this all set up, which hopefully there's not too much more here, I foresee just removing this and then hopefully just putting the tool heads and on and whatnot. Then I should be able to actually get a print started, and then I'll have to learn the, which I know it's very similar to Bambu Studio, but I'll have to learn the slicer that they use. I know it's based on Orca slicer, so it should be very similar, but still. It'll be interesting though, because I'm used to modifying the purge options, and I won't have to do that anymore. I really am curious as to what kind of actual savings I'm going to get, both in terms of time and filament. Yes, Taz, I agree. Well, I don't have to deal with too much poop with mine. I am able to get most of mine under. I strive to get them under 20 grams of waste, which is still, waste. But for a whole plate, getting under 20 grams, like I was just printing their new. I just started their new moose and bear that they just released, and I just put purge objects, and that works really good. Yeah, I agree. The flush objects, especially when it's the, especially when it is the fidget stuff, they sell really good. I mean, heck, even my father buys a lot of those fidget items. He picked up. Gosh, he's probably purchased 35 or 40 of them. Just since I've done them, he gives them away to people. But yeah, which flush pieces sell the best for you, Taz? Do you have a go-to that you use? All right, so I got that piece out. Let me just remove some of this tape. Sorry, I know this camera angle's like not the greatest. Let's see. Remove the screws, remove the 6 screws, pull out the pieces, take out all remaining packing. I have already done that. Peel off the sticky tape. Done. Oh, protective on the camera. Oh, here's some. Let me get this. All the tape. I know it serves a purpose, but a pain in the butt to remove. The Cinderwing cows. That was the side panel in front. Actually, it feels pretty durable, to be honest. BLAUDA Blada. Feels pretty durable from what I can see. The glass is actually even thicker than my Bambu. Yeah, I just checked it. It's a little bit thicker, so it looks like it's nice quality. Okay, we got that done. Oh, the camera lens, which is right over here. Remove the plastic film from that. Is there 2 camera lenses? No, just one. So we've got the camera lens over on this side, right in this corner over here. For some reason, I thought I saw another sensor. Okay. Remove the plastic. We're good there. Hey, we're up to step 5. Installation. So good. We got all the annoying junk work done. Let me go ahead and put this PEI plate back in here. Oh, it's interesting. The way it catches, it actually has some notches in the back to catch that plate to make sure you put it in the right spot. Taz, a money flexi. That's interesting. I just was experimenting with different fidget object, kind of a nut that goes up and down. But My three girls are my quality control, and they deemed it as boring, so I'm not going to be making those. All right, place on a stable surface. Got that. All right, now we're going to get the filament feeders in. Let's go ahead and pull up this box. All right. So that would be these right here. Interesting. I never had a side feeder one. Never dealt with that. Let me move this over here for easier access. Monkey. Gotcha. I thought you said money. I was thinking like a flexible wad of money. Yeah, I actually don't have any monkey ones. All right, so these are going to go onto the side right here. Let me just see. I'm pretty sure the left is the one too, but I don't see it. So let me see what they say. Yes, on the left. Oh, it's marked L right there. All right, so just plug in the cord. Let me try that again. I'm going to promise I'm not normally as inept at these things. Just when you're on camera and making sure everything's in view. Oh, I guess it is in there. Yeah, it's in there nice and good. Okay. All right, it looks like it should be just... Okay, so you just push it in and then slide it back. It's pretty straightforward, connects right in. Let's see how... That's on there pretty good. I wonder how you get it off. There must be some knobs or notches that you have to deal with. All right, let's do the other side. Oh, also, see this tape up here? Let's remove this tape and not remove the back panel in the process. Okay. See, the one thing I'm expecting like a little click or something. I'm not hearing a click, but yeah, it looks like it's in there nice and good. So we're good. Just push it in and then just push it back and it's locked in. There must be like a squeezing mechanism or something that you do to remove it. I'll have to look into that at some point. Okay, so what's the next step? To detach it, press down in the indicated position. Oh, so you... Oh, on the underside, on this side over here, there's a little button you push. You push that, and then let's see if I can do that. Oh, yeah, so you just push the button down. Huh, seems pretty good. Okay, let's see what's next. Insert the filament. Sorry, the filament tubes. Let's shift this right back over here and get the filament tubes. From over here. Oh, good. It came with extras. So it looks like it came with 4 smaller ones and 4 larger ones. I don't know if they are all used or if it's some extras. You know what, though? They have different diameters, so... Oh, I wonder if it's for... the 4mm ones from there to there. Oh, I see. Okay. This actually needs a display back. Okay, so it does come with 1 extra then. Let me re-clarify. So we're gonna stick it in. No, Ryan, you can make sure you pay attention. There we go. Oh, and then right under here, there's a little notched section for it. So 1 to 1. 2 to 2. Looks like it has plenty of space. 3 up top, 4 in the bottom. So 3. 3. Yeah, 3 and then 4. And then 4. 4. Okay. So that's how it looks once it's set up. Well, maybe if you didn't actually organize it a little bit better. Let's see, 1 to 1, 2 to 2. I don't. Oh no, they're both right. Okay. Okay. From here, we're going to. Yep, I already put that right one on. We're good. Tool head. Yep, install the filament holders. Good. Well, where are they? Oh, here they are. We've got them nice and labeled. And I'll say one thing, the packing for this is definitely top notch. You know, I'm not sure yet, Taz. I'll look. I mean, it looks pretty well put together. Yeah, I was going to say, as far as the cow, I didn't remember a cow for Cinderwing, but I assumed you were talking about someone else. I use layers in green cow for the most part. All right, so we've got 1. I don't see anywhere that identifies the spot. I'm going to assume this is 1, though. Yeah, so we've got 1. Just pops right in. Oh, yeah, goes in 2. Making sure that loud pop sound was fine. Oh, I see. There's actually some spots that you're ideally supposed to get them in. Oh, there we go, Ryan. Go ahead. Be rough on it right when you get it. It's 1, 2, and we're going to go 3 and then 4. There we go. And the problem is these little tabs right here, you got to line up with something that's in here to make sure it pops in, but then it twists all around. I mean, it looks like it's in there pretty good. All right. So we got those two installed. To remove it, first tilt it sideways, then detach. Okay, all right, so you're gonna just pop it off like that. I'm not gonna do that. Yep, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, got that right. Move the tool head swapper to the front. All right, we're gonna be going with the tool heads now. Snap the waste collector. Oh yeah. No, it was Rick V5000. I wish it was sent to me. No, I bought it with my own money. I am definitely not on that level to get stuff for free like that, but one day maybe. Let's see. So this is actually technically there is purge, there is poop, if you will, but from what I understand, there's going to be just one single piece of poop for every color and every print. So I'll have to probably make sure that I actually swap it out. So all right, that goes in there. It seems like it's held in pretty good. I was a little concerned that it might have been a little loose. Snap. It's called the waste collection bin. So it's not called poop, it's called waste. All right, so now we're at the tool head installation. Let me see if I can find those guys. It must be under all this. Oh yeah, it is. All right. So I'll say they definitely do a great job with this packaging. I mean, everything's in there nice and tight and snug. All right. Install the labeled tool head first. Remove the labels. There must be something special about that one. I'm going to assume it's... Nope, not that one. Okay, that's the labeled one. I don't know yet, Rick. Probably eventually. I didn't go ahead and pre-order it, which will probably bite me in the butt, but I think it said it wasn't going to come until, was it April? It was going to ship out in March, which meant I wasn't going to get it until April. So I didn't know if I wanted to wait that long. I may try to make something myself. I don't know yet. All right, so it says remove the label. Ensure the red position is in the leftmost position. Interesting. That must be what locks it in place. If the slider is not. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. See if you guys can see this good. So this right here. So want to make sure it's in the furthest left position. When you put it in, then I assume it just pops right in. And forgive me, I'm not, some items I don't look at the manual, but this one I wanted to make sure it was all done right. Align and insert the dowel rods. Align and insert the dowel rods. Oh, well, first let me put that all the way back on the left again. Oh, it is all the way on the left. Oh, I see. All right. So right here, there's a little hole that's now there. I thought you just slid it in, but I think that's what these metal rods are for. Louis spun it. Louis spun it. I actually have it on the printer right below, printing right now. The moose and the bear. I wasn't going to, but I really liked the baby moose version. So, man, I really don't have a good vision of this one. You come at it from this side. Okay, that's much easier. Oh, okay. So as soon as you get it in, it kind of magnetized right to it. Interesting. And to answer, I mean, it feels like it's on there pretty good. I mean, but I can also, well,
So you got to apply some pressure to be able to get it off. But as soon as you put it in that hole to where that dowel is right there, you just let go. It like immediately goes into that spot. So I think
to answer the question about how well it's holding or how durable it is, looks like it's good. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take the gel. Honestly, I didn't even know about this printer until an ad popped up showing the deposit option. So I actually paid for the deposit. So I got mine for, I put the $30 down to get $100 off of it. So I actually got it for even cheaper than the base one. Okay, nothing special about the remaining ones. Just make sure that these are in the furthest left position. Nope, the furthest. Oh, Ryan, pay attention. The furthest left position. Okay. Or do those ones go in the furthest right? Oh, the furthest right. That might have been what was said before. So for these ones, I'm trying to make sure the red is showing. And maybe I butchered it and looked. Okay, so yeah, it goes right in. Hey, Fraser, appreciate. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Especially for the one-off orders. It has been a pain lately. I'm gonna make sure I did this. I'm starting to doubt myself on this one. That one said for, so the one on the farthest left. Okay. Let's make sure. Okay, interesting. So the one on the left has to be in the furthest left position. It's probably because of the dowel rods that are right there. The other ones have to go on the right. So in case you are confused like I was, but you guys are probably all a lot more capable than I am. Especially when you're live streaming to a few different people. All right. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. That's pretty good. All right. I'm going to guess that the next thing is going to be the other tubes, but let's see. Align and insert. Insert the dowel rods. Yeah, that's the other one. Okay. Proceed to install the remaining tool heads. Done. Align and insert. Oh. The installation is complete. The red marker on the slider should no longer be visible. Okay, so yeah, all of them no red markers, so that's good. Yep. Avoid manually handling the tool head swapper to pick up or return. Okay, so don't manually try to have it pick up. Wasn't gonna do that anyway. Might as well let the system do its job. Rotate approximately 2 turns clockwise to loosen the 2 screws. Oh wait, hang on. May prevent. Okay. What's that referring to? Am I skipping a page? Oh, on the back. Derp. Rotate approximately 2 turns counterclockwise to loosen the 2 screws indicated in the positions. Okay, strange that you're loosening it. I wonder if it's going to have me do something and then tighten it again. Oh, I see. It wants to just loosen things up. I see.
So that just allowed me to kind of freely move it a little bit easier. So then it actually just wants me to do this, which is interesting. I wonder if it's to make sure all the belts are good. It says to do it twice. And then just retype it or retighten it. Okay. Interesting, but hey, it's their printer, it's their rules. They know how to put it together. And I need to make sure I'm not applying pressure to these tool heads with my arm. Yeah, Louis Bonnet, if the H2C was better pricing, I probably would have looked at them just because I've had Bambu for everything else. But with the price point, I'm like, okay, I can get 2 of these. I just don't know. And I'm not sure on the reliability for it. I don't know. I mean, I love Bambu, so we'll see how this one holds up though. I mean, for the price, this is great. I mean, even right now, I think it's still 800, even though it technically is the retail price is 1,000. Although I have a feeling it might not ever hit that retail price. Thread the tool head cable through the opening and connect the tool head. Okay. All right, so that's going to be these things right here. All right, let's flip this around so you guys can see everything. So it looks like there's little cables that are right here. Ignore that. That's my UPS that apparently is sounding off for some reason. Blada, I think their manufacturing will keep up, but it'll probably take about 6 months, in my opinion. And Luis, yeah, I think if the price can stay down, it'll or if for the price, it's definitely the best bet. But yeah, that weight would definitely stink. I mean, heck, it stunk trying to do that. Honestly, if Bambu could have sniped Snapmaker and released earlier with theirs, they probably would have made so much. But not for me. I can't. I mean, I'm doing decent with my sales, but I'm not gonna jump to the H2C quite yet. I think if the H2C was, what is it, 2,400? I don't know. If it was 1,600, I'd maybe jump more at it, which that's a huge price difference. So I'm not expecting anything like that, especially not with their system that they're doing. All right. Ryan, you should really pay attention to what they're telling you to do. So there are these filament tube holders that I guess it holds the cable up. So you put this in, which that seems a little flimsier, but probably not once it actually has the... Is that how that works? In the world? That's what it says. And then you screw it in. Okay, I guess it's because it's not screwed in. This is about the flimsiest piece I've seen out of this thing so far, though. The rest of it is definitely well put together, but this... Does the other one have a better... I don't like that at all. Thread the tool head cable through the opening. I mean, that's what it looks like. So, and that's kind of what I'm doing. Thread the tool head cable through the opening in the filament tube holder, then connect the tool head cable to the machine. Yeah, I mean, that's... feel like, I mean, the way it feels, I feel like I'm not doing something right.
Maybe it's just that one. Let's look at these. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get a lot of feedback, Lewis, on the I'm definitely going to get a lot of feedback when it comes to the printer. And I don't know if the H2C will discount anytime soon. We'll see. I will say that the Vortex system, when I was seeing a comparison, who was it that I saw a video on? Was it the Next Layer? I forget. Someone did a video on it, and they still said that the time was a bit longer than the Snapmaker. I feel like they said it was 40 seconds, which is still much faster than the P1S. But we'll see. All right. Fasten the tube holder. I mean, I guess I just hold it into position. I don't think this feels overly reliable for this part, just to be honest. We'll see though. Cable holder, 12 screws. Is that these? Heater clamp springs. Where are those screws? That's not the screws. And I'm looking for the screws that it comes with, the M25 times 16 screws. It's the M3, M26. Oh, there they are. All right, so got the screws. Oh, color options will definitely be with the H2C. I mean, you can even connect up 16, I think, with it. So it'll definitely win on the color option side. And yeah. I mean, if the Snapmaker was the same price as the Vortex, I would not have gotten one, just because it was hard enough convincing the old missus just on this one alone. But we had done a really good market right when it came out, and I told her, I said, I'm only going to get up to 5 by the end of the year, and this is number 5. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, Ryan. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. I just don't like this cable. It doesn't feel like it's even in there. It's my one complaint so far. Because this locks in there. That's nice and tight. This is supposed to feed through first. Or, no, it couldn't feed through there. Maybe I got to screw it in first and then lock it? No, because it kind of goes right there. Sorry, you guys are definitely just watching someone just fail right now. Okay, that's in there. I can feel it connected at the very least. I don't. Definitely is a pain for this. Look at it again. Thread the tool head. Plug it right in. I mean, the picture clears it up. It's right in there, but it is not locking into place. I just need to apply a good bit of force to it. Oh, and tighten it, not loosen it. Did it go the other way? You know, I'm a freaking moron. And I really pray I didn't damage this thing. It doesn't go here. It goes here. Oh gosh. Yes, that fits perfect. That's exactly how it's supposed to go. Well. Yeah, okay. So anyone who's been watching me struggle for the past little bit, ignore everything that I just did. It does not go here. It goes here. I'm going to guess the other end of the cable goes there. And yeah, it snaps right in that way. So it must have accounted for the tolerances there. So I mean, the piece still feels more flimsy, though. I will say that's the only piece in this so far that feels somewhat flimsy, is just this little guide. And I think that's just what the filament goes through to just keep it straight. You know what? I'm going to try to see if I can get my own tool, because this one stinks. Yeah, that's much easier. Much better. Yeah. Sorry for the delay there, guys. So I'm curious, what do you guys think should be one of the first things I print? I'm thinking it's going to be one of the objects that I normally sell, just to kind of see. Well, I mean, sorry, the second object I print. I'm going to do their equivalents of the Benchy for the first one, which is that dragon thing that they push. I think that's actually on the that is on the system already, so you don't have to load it up. But what do you guys think I should print first? I'm thinking one of my cows, that I normally do. A lot of whites, which will really show any flush issues that we have. See if I have to adjust any settings. It's also got 4 different colors. No, 3 colors. 3 colors, so maybe not. We'll see. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Oops. Yeah, Lewis, the enclosure's not out yet. The enclosure doesn't come out until, like, even if I pre-ordered it, I think it was still going to be March or April is when it said. That was the only reason why I didn't go ahead and buy it on my Kickstarter. I probably should have, because it is going to go up in price, but I don't know. So one thing, those screws are going in there deep. They're not going anywhere. Okay, the next one. Lost track of my cords. Oh, they already had them up in here in the wrong spot. Blot. No, I don't model my own files. Well, there's a couple of them that I've done. Like there's a couple utility items that I've done myself, but they're basic. They're like just shapes in a holder. I plan on after Christmas, when things slow down because I won't be having as many markets, I plan on actually focusing on modeling more so I can learn a lot more and do my own stuff. I'll probably even show a few videos there if that's what anyone's interest is, like a learn with me type thing. We'll see though. Oh, my light just went out. Well, that's what we get when it's a cheap YouTube setup. Sorry, I'm trying to get all these in. That's why I'm not really responding to any comments. But I'll respond in a minute. And the last one. This step definitely took me the longest. 100% my fault. Well, okay. 95% my fault. But the rest has been pretty straightforward for the instructions. It's been really clear. Just not this one. Yeah, Taz, I figured, I mean, I'm a very honest person and very raw. I mean, that's how you see my videos. Whenever I do them, I barely even edit them just because I just don't have time, for one, and for me, and two, if it was me, I prefer to kind of get the raw thoughts on the 3D print farm and all that stuff. So I don't do that. But that's kind of why the live environment somewhat works for me. As long as I've got someone to interact with, which I really appreciate it, to everyone who's been messaging. Because I've done one live, my very first one. Now that was more of a selling one. That was before I realized that most of my YouTube market is actually other 3D vendors, or 3D 3D printer farm operators. Let's word it that way, or enthusiasts. But all right, that's all nice. Oops, that's all in there nice and tight. But I like the live environment. It's nice. JJ Tech Prints. Yeah, I know. I probably should do background music. Like, I'm not a big music person myself. I probably still would have like a subtle, almost elevator music type thing for everyone listening, but I'm still very funny when it comes to, or not funny, I still don't fully understand the whole music copyright thing. I know YouTube has their list of music that they can do, but I've gone through their library and most of their stuff is terrible. So yeah, sorry if you were really looking for music, that's not what you're going to get here. All right, let's catch up on anything. But Blada, as far as you doing the modeling, good luck with Blender. I ended up moving to Onshape. That's the one that I currently have been using. So I kind of agree. It helps with the lulls though. Like if someone jumps in, that background music would kind of help there. But no, I don't plan on it. At least not anytime soon, unless there's complaints. All right, so connect the other end to the table. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Okay, so these are just going to go right in here. Oops, keep forgetting that that's kind of adhered, or that's the way that's mounted on. I mean, it feels pretty durable, but don't want to apply all my force. So one recommendation I would have is definitely don't apply a large amount of force when you're putting these cables in. I mean, it feels like it's on there nice and good, but if you're pushing down, it definitely shifts a little bit.
There we go. All right, well, I don't have any more of those screws, so it must be a different one. The M2.6. So that would be these ones right here. The reason I started looking at Onshape is because one of my daughters is really artistic. She's really good when it comes to, like, she designed my first logo that we did. She designed our business card, and she's only 13. Had to think about that. She's only 13, and she designed a lot of that stuff. But she does a lot of the stuff on like an iPad. Onshape has a nice app for the iPad. And my goal, even though she hasn't expressed interest, is to encourage her to learn some of the modeling, because I want her to be able to use her skills for something marketable. As of right now, she thinks she's going to be getting into interior designing, and I wish her the best there, but I just I don't know how practical that might be, but we'll see. Either way, that's why I went with Onshape. And I did Blender first. I did Fusion 360 too. Fusion 360 wasn't too bad. Blender was a lot. There's a lot of hotkeys that you really need to know, and it's probably got a lot more capabilities because of that, but it was not my jam. All right, see you next live. Yeah, I'm not going to do like a regular schedule doing them, but I'm going to try to do them here and there. Lewis, especially if people like it. I think the Q&A one went pretty good. There's a lot of people that was asking questions. My big thing with the live shows is just, I mean, right now I'm doing something, but if I was doing a live show and no one was, asking questions or communicating, then it would be hard for me. Oh. Definitely was thinking this would be a little bit faster, so sorry about that, guys and girls. As we say in the South, maybe I'll just say y'all. All right, make sure all these are nice and tight. Oh, we can go a little bit more. I mean, I'll say one thing. These screws are in here nice. They're some long screws, so things aren't going anywhere very easily. All right. Oh, that step took too much time. Too much time. Repeat the steps, yada yada. Insert the smooth end of the 6mm tube up through here all the way to there. Okay. So this is where that is supposed to feed right through. Wait, the smooth end. What do you mean the smooth end? I did say smooth. Insert the smooth end. Interesting. So you can't just use normal filament tubes for these ones? Oh, okay. There's a little, not sure if you guys can see this very good. It's a little notch right there. Probably won't be able to see it very good. It'll help if I actually held it in the frame. A notch right there. So, yeah. But it slides right in, so that's good. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments for a second. Some spots. Yeah, I'm sure it'll help with some of those minis.
if this Fezway, if this printer works out, will you be replacing your? No, I won't be replacing. I don't have enough extra capital to justify replacing, especially since every single one of my printers is less than a year old. Hang on, I think I was supposed to put that across. I see. Oh, I see. Okay, so that goes there, and that goes right into the other end goes. Insert the notched end. Okay, it doesn't say which direction the notched end goes, so I'm just going to assume it just goes right into it. Oh, it does. Okay. All right. So that's pretty good enough. But sorry, I got distracted. Fez, why? No, I won't replace my current ones. I'll just be a little bit more particular about what I print on them. This one will definitely be for my one-off orders that I get, just because I won't have to worry about printing multiple multicolored ones, which I've done what everyone on Etsy says not to do for 3D printing, and I have offered a lot of color options for my printers. So as such, it's I might get an order for a blue cow, and then an order for a different cow, and an order for a different cow, and all that jazz. So this will be good for the one-off orders for me, and the other ones, I mean, they still work perfectly fine when I'm doing bulk orders for the festivals and such. Yeah. All right. There we go. We got the ugly. I'm hoping that there's something to connect these together. I'm going to guess that there is, because I don't like all these cords going every which way. The tube on the top is 6 millimeters. The tubes on the side is 4 millimeters. So it is substantially bigger, yes. It looks like it's a proprietary, well, I don't know. It's got a notch on it that might serve some kind of a purpose. So it is definitely a bigger tube up top. Yep, I know how to remove tubes. They're all the same. Repeat the same process. Got that. Use clips to secure them together. Okay, so it did come with clips. Let's find the clips. Nope, not that, not that. No, it can say it came with clips. That does me no good if I can't find them. That's the nozzle cleaning. Come on. What's this? Oh, the fancy microfiber cloth. Did it drop? It had to have dropped. Ah, this is not good. Let's see, is it up here? I need those clips. I mean, obviously I'll be able to print them. It looks like it's a pretty straightforward one. So it looks like there's some little filament tube clips that will kind of go in to hold these cables together, so it's a little bit nicer. But looks like that's it. Past that, I just need to find the clips and then plug it in, and we're good to go. So let me give it a few more moments, seeing if I can find those clips. Oh, I didn't lose my mind. It's under the scraper. Redfin Prince, thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Now let's go with, does it recommend where? I'm going to say the top, or is it going to be both spots? Both, all 3 spots. Each one gets 3 cables. So we're going to go 1, 2, goes right in there nice and good. My concern is how well do these things stay on? You know what, actually, let me have that go from the top. So I can see gravity doing what gravity does. And click and click. All right, that holds it up pretty good. All right, do the rest of them. You know, I'll say one thing. I didn't really think about this when I was like, oh, I'm going to do a live video, and then I'll edit the video afterwards so everyone can see, you know, kind of have both the live experience as well as the individual unboxing video. But thinking about it, it's going to be kind of annoying to edit. I hate editing videos. But you can all tell if you've watched my stuff. I did not order spare parts. I didn't see any options to order spare parts. And if there was, whoops. Well, okay, sorry. I did order a spare plate and nozzle that came with it. But as far as actual parts, I did not see any parts available on Kickstarter when I did the order. Maybe there was, but I didn't see it. But unfortunately, the extra nozzle and such is going to be like another couple weeks before it comes in for some weird reason. I didn't understand why the things were all available but coming at different times, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, let's do this one up here and this one right here and the last ones. All right. There we go. That took a bit longer than I expected. 100% my fault. You know, what's interesting is there's actually a nozzle cleaning brush, but I haven't seen where it's told me to put it in. Okay. Well, let's flip it around. Let's see it in all its glory and plug it in. Now, it's actually going to be kind of right over here, right beside my P1S once I actually get it working, but it wasn't a good spot to position things. JJ Tech Prints. Yeah, I got it for the early 650. So I did the deposit, which got the $100 back. And actually, I had 2 people who I'm going to guess watched my videos, which I really appreciate, who actually had used my Kick Booster link, and I actually got another almost $100 back for those ones. So in my mind, I got it for $550. But as my wife says, that's because I always say girl math. She says that's boy math. So whatever. Mr. Raker, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take the jealousy because I am very happy that I got it as well. Taz. Yeah, I agree. I think the live is, I mean, it kind of, especially if someone is wanting to know what kind of what feedback people are going to have on the kind of see how an actual printer is. It gives you just that raw thought. Sorry, this video is going to, or this camera is going to come down because you guys can actually see the main screen now. And I got a cheap setup, so it's going to be shaky for a minute. I did put it on my Christmas list from my wife and kids. I said, hey, you guys can get me a better camera setup. All right, so we've got the setup going on now. Torn between the Snapmaker and the Bambu H2C. The Snapmaker seems like the better choice, but I like the looks of the Bambu. I like the looks of the Bambu one much better as well, Rick. The price is the biggest thing for me, but then again, you can get it faster right now because it would take months for you to get it right now. Wait, no, not Chinese mainland, global. Do you accept? Yep. Network setup. Just going to turn that way for a minute. You can look right at the ugly parts of my office area while I put in my Wi-Fi info. Yeah, Taz, I got plenty of bubble wrap. I keep all of my Amazon stuff, and I have only purchased a very small amount. Of packaging stuff for my online orders. A few boxes I purchased, but I even recycle the Bambu filament boxes because those barely have anything on them, so I can only just put a white label over it. And we're good to go. All right. Sorry for that. It failed the first time I tried to connect it. Scan the QR code with the app. Well, I don't know how I'm going to do that right now. I guess I'm going to set it up later because printer will perform calibration. Yeah, I can't scan it because we're recording the video from the phone. So let's take a look at how it looks together. It's doing its homing. Oh, there we go. Behind the curtain is a messy garage that is, because this is actually, here, I'll give a little spin around while this is doing. This is actually a curtain that I had installed to split my garage in half. And on the other side is where I actually have my junk. So I originally was going to properly like enclose this because I work from home for my day job, and it didn't work out because of HOA drama and a few other things. So I just do this and it works. I have a mini split which regulates the temperature. It also pulls the moisture out of the area, which is really nice too. You know, Rick, I noticed that. I was like, am I really the first? Oh, cool. It's actually going through and grabbing each one. Nice. I like the looks of that. Do you guys want to see the whole calibration process? I have no clue how long it's going to take. Or not. You guys let me know. Yeah, it came with 4 free 500. Hang on, I'm trying to fix this camera into position so you guys can actually see it good. Yeah, it came with 4 free or 4 rolls of filament. Let's see, we've got the Snapmaker Black, the red, got the white, or sorry, the yellow and the white. Looks like it's just enough to be able to well, it's 500 grams, so it's a good bit. But it's enough to be able to print, or it's all the colors necessary to print their little dragon benchy that they advertise or they show. I'm actually opening it up now. I've actually never used Snapmaker filament. I considered ordering some of it and then realized I could find it cheaper somewhere else. You know, that is a question for everyone. what filament do you guys use? What's your go-to filament? For basic colors. I'll go with basic colors first, then we can talk about the mattes and tricolor afterwards. Taz, I have a mini split in here that is able to keep the temperature. I can get the temperature as low as 60 degrees in here if I want to. I can raise the temperature as high as 85 if I, for some weird reason, wanted to. In a matter of minutes. It's pretty efficient. All right, cleaning the nozzle head. Clean the nozzle with the provided water. That's interesting. This calibration has instructions, so it doesn't just do it. It tells you to do work. It puts you to work. So I don't think I actually need to, but it says to use this brush and clean the nozzle head. I'll do that for a second. There we go. Done. Use the Bambu automatically doing everything for you. King Rune. I've never heard of that brand. I primarily use, for my main colors, I'll use Bambu. Like I just got probably 40 rolls of filament for Bambu with their sale. Well, maybe more, maybe closer to 50 rolls for the basic colors. Especially right now with it being $10.99, can't beat that deal. As for the other ones, I'll kind of do Esun for some of them. There are a few colors I really like for the Zyro, so I do go with that one. But yeah, that's kind of what I do. But or Maker Space, I think it's like a knockoff Bambu. I'll use that one as well. But I try to find whatever cheaper stuff as I can. I've tried 3D Hojure. I didn't care for it. Maybe just a bad batch, but. Hey, ADAMC. Yep, it is here. You missed me fumbling with the setup process for probably about 15, 20 minutes, making a mistake on the cords, but I went through the whole setup. You can look in the video. Mr. Raker, nice. Glad to hear that you're starting up your farm. How many printers you got right now? I started off with just a Bambu P1S and a Ender 3 Pro. That lasted me for about 4 months, just long enough to get me addicted to the hobby. What in the world? It wants me to clean it again. That's weird. So it's on cleaning nozzle number 2. Oh, I got to go through every single one of these and clean every single one of these. That's weird. Okay, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I'll do it. All right, so now it needs to go and grab the other one. So note to self, their device calibration require you to do some work. Oh, Overture is good. I've used Overture for mine. Sunlu I've used. I agree. For the multicolor, Zyro is definitely one of my favorites. I've used a few other ones. What's this brand called? I can't even remember what this brand is. Yeah, I don't remember. This is not a Zyro one. This is one of my favorite brands or favorite filaments that I have as well. It's the Rose Quartz. Don't have the brand, so don't know why I didn't show it to you or why I showed it to you. But there are a few that I use that are not Zyro, but most of the ones that I use are definitely Zyro when it comes to the tricolors. Yeah, I'll have to look at that King Rune. I've never heard of it. Elegoo, I've used some Elegoo. I actually have some Elegoos for some of the colors that I've done. I think the wood filament that I'm using right now is Elegoo. Adam C, you said you got 60 rolls of Zyro. Did you do a bulk order from Zyro? They actually reached out to me about doing a bulk order, and I almost did it, but it didn't. I didn't like how long it was going to take to get here because they were going to put it directly on a boat. So I opted not to. But yeah, the Anycubics I've heard are pretty good, or pretty popular. I haven't used them. The 85X, I have. There's a small YouTuber that I had actually started watching, or he was actually started commenting on my videos. So I've heard him kind of talk about, but he had a few issues with his 85X. See, what was his name? It was, I know it's with an O. Outhouse 3D printing. Small, uh, very small channel. I think it has less than 100 channels, but he kind of had some issues that he had with his 85X, so it kind of threw me off of that. All right, just did the last nozzle to clean. Santa says, I haven't had any. I had an issue with one cardboard spool that was cracked when I got it, but this isn't the one, but I just re-spooled it into one of these, and it wasn't a problem at all. 300% crystal drag. See, I've thought about doing that, and I might do it during the off season. That means like January, February, March. I just haven't been able to justify that downtime on my printer as of yet. So, yeah. Remove P. Oh, sorry. It's one. Like I said, the calibration's interactive. It says to remove the PEI plate. Sorry. Oh, fix this. Okay, so it's raising it. Why I got to remove it for this, I don't know. I haven't dealt with one like this. So what it's doing right now is it's doing a PEI detection. So I guess they're all going through a detection to see if the plate's there, but it told me to remove it. Oh, nice. So yeah, so if you're in Australia, it might be a lot cheaper than it was. See, it was going to cost me. I was going to order like 50 rolls from Zyro. It was going to be a pretty good deal, but then it was going to be like $200 in shipping charges because of that. And that was the cheapest shipping. I said no, thank you. Okay, so it looks like it's going through the calibration of the tool heads. Sorry. Once again, terrible at this. So it says it's going to take 12 minutes. So I'll leave that up to you guys. Do you guys want to keep chatting? You guys watch this, or do you want to wrap this up? What's your thoughts? I mean, I'm game for whatever. I know it's going to go through the calibration. I'm definitely not going to run it through for the entire print, but ideally I'd like to get it for the very first print on this live. But I don't know how long the calibration takes. I mean, if it's going to be 11 minutes for toolhead 1, hopefully it's not per toolhead. It'll be way too long. Well, that's good that, Mr. Raker, that your 85X has been running perfectly fine. Yeah, this individual I was talking about, he had a lot of adhesion issues, which I never have with Bambu. I never use glue. I never have to really do anything with it. I only put glue on it if it's a very important print I want to make sure I don't have any issues with. Taz, okay. Removing brims, nice. What'd you have it on? Some minis? Curious what it's doing over there. Yeah, so JJ, the first one I'm gonna do is gonna be the little dragon figurine that it comes in. If you've seen any of their videos or their pictures, it's probably actually in the manual. Let's see. I mean, every time I've seen it advertised, I'm gonna do that because that's kind of what they classify as the multicolored benchy that they do. Yeah, I don't see it in here. Well, that's probably gonna be the first one, but then after that, yeah, I'm gonna do some. If I get in a multicolored order, that's what I'm gonna do. If not, I'm probably gonna do. I'm thinking about one of the cows to start off. I'm just gonna clean up my work area real quick while this calibration is going through. So, sorry for the background noise. Yeah, I'm gonna start with a few, and then I'm even gonna do it like, say the cow. I'm gonna print just one cow with my P1S, and then one cow with the Snapmaker. Try to see how that kind of works. I do want to do a dragon because I do sell a good bit of dragons. Not sure about you guys, but I still do sell. I don't do too many multicolored ones for the markets though, just because they don't sell as well in the amount of time. It's not worth it, but might be more entertaining or might be more of a possibility now that I have this one. I haven't had any issues with the orcas ever since I swapped out my bed plate. So, it's my fault. I go through my bed plates a bit more than I thought, even though I'm using the cryo grip ones. I mean, they last me a couple months, but probably about every 3 months or 2 to 3 months I have to replace them. Probably about every 3 months actually. But I'm also working the heck out of them, and I scrape, and I definitely scrape it more than I should. Sorry, I'm getting me a root beer real quick. Gotta hydrate. Philip, yeah, we're 100 minutes in. What's funny is I expected an hour to an hour and a half. It's what I thought the whole thing would be. But, I'm actually enjoying myself, and you guys are engaging. So as long as you guys are doing that, and my kids are behaving, which they should be. Most of them should be in bed. All right, WW Stoof, take care. Yeah, my goal is I'll probably release a video, at least a small basic one tomorrow evening, maybe. Maybe. That's my goal. I want to pump them out. Then I'll probably do one on Friday. I'm probably going to try to pump out a few quick videos on this. Might be some smaller ones. And then I'll do a 100-hour video. And then after a 100-hour video, I'll do a comparison between the P1S and the Snapmaker. Taz, I've never used acetone actually on mine. I don't know if it ever has. I do clean mine with isopropyl alcohol though, and every now and then I'll clean it with the with Dawn dish soap every so often as well, just to kind of give it a nice good clean. I use the Glacier ones. I think that's the one. I'm pretty sure it's the Glacier. Yeah, I do the Glacier ones. They work pretty good, but I've gone through a few of them, like I said. But I use a scraper, and I have a blade on there, and I shouldn't, but I do. Okay, we're on the 4th tool head. Got about 3 more minutes left in this calibration. So it looks like it's grabbing them and doing something over here. I'm gonna have to see what that is doing. Like I probably missed it when it was in between it, but I wonder if there's like a cleaning nozzle or what it's doing. Curious. Thanks, WWF Stool or WW Stool. Stoof, not Stool. Mr. Raker, I appreciate it. That's kind of one of the reasons why I started it because in transparency, I always wanted to get into YouTube somewhere. I've in the past, I once did a gaming channel. It was terrible. I even admit it was terrible. Where I played some old games, and I really got. But I only like to do things that I'm passionate about. I'm really passionate about the 3D printing, and I was like, you know what? I want to. Originally, I did it to just create some YouTube shorts to be able to bring people to my website or Etsy at the time to buy from me. Didn't work. I've only had a few people that's actually bought from my YouTube links. I still produce the shorts every day because it's easy with the time lapses. But then I had some markets I was going to be doing, so I'm like, you know what? I'll just kind of film those vlog style, see how it works out, and started enjoying it a lot more. So I don't know what you see in me that I motivated you enough to start the farm, but I appreciate it, and yeah, just keeping it honest. Probably a little too honest, but that's future Ryan's problem. I feel bad for that guy. Yep, Dawn and hot water. I do that for mine, and then I'll do the isopropyl when I don't feel like doing that, just here and there, especially if I've touched it a little bit. Nope, looks like we got multi-head offsuit calibration completed. Place the PEI sheet back on. Okay. Gotta shift this. Oh geez, this is step 1 of 3. All right. I will say, can you guys see good? Not really. All right. Before I finish this off, right down here, they have little notches right here, right in those spots. It's perfect. It's perfect for lining this up. Like it's great. I don't know if it's just a me problem, but there are so many times when I'm trying to slap it right on there and I just get it slightly off. JJ Tech Prints, you said you design. Do you sell your designs, or do you just design for hobby, or what do you do there? And what kind of stuff do you design? I'm curious. Oh, I just realized you said I appreciate 3D print farms, but I prefer not to do that side of it. I get it. It's a lot of work. I work from home, so it makes it a lot easier for me. I just have things running on my lunch break. I, swap it off. That's normally when I'm doing my little segments of my video that I'm filming. It's going to be on my lunch break, or sometimes before work starts. Mr. Raker, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, these festivals have actually done a lot better than I expected. First one that I did was at a school, and I made like 400 bucks, which I was excited. I just really wanted to make sure it was enough to pay for the machines, so that was good. Then from there, the next one was the one that really blew my mind. I went to a festival in Shelby, and I made about $1,000, and that opened up the possibility for what I could do. I mean, 11 hours, $1,000, blew my mind. So, yeah, and then I stopped doing it for a bit, or I did some festivals, but then I couldn't get them all lined up. But then I found that farmers market that has me every week, and that helps out quite a bit. I watch Macy Makes too. Love her content. Actually, I just watched that red video that she did. Even commented on it, to where she did a whole bunch of different red filaments. Taz, I have not done the, what do they call it? Their version of QForge for Maker World. Is it experience with QForge? Is it easier than QForge? Is it, cheaper? I don't know what the cost is for doing them. I actually do QForges myself, and I'm still learning it. I'm able to get grayscale working really good. Not grayscale, not great. I don't think it'll let you put the actual link in the chat, but where could I find your models? I'd really like to look at them. Are they all on MakerWorld? And is it under JJ Tech Prints? I really kind of want to pull those up and see. Nice, Taz. Festivals are intense. They're very different from farmers markets. I love my farmers market. I love my crowd at my farmers market. I get about 300 to 350 typically whenever I do my farmers markets. Well, no, sorry, 250 to 350 whenever I do my farmers markets. But it's done by 12, so it's not too bad. Festivals, you'll be tired. You'll be really tired, but it's worth it. Well, at least it's for me. Let me not promise anything. All right, JJ Tech Prints. I'm going to look you up right now. I'm curious. JJ Tech Prints. While this is going through the bed leveling, which is 4 minutes there. User. There you are. You got 48 models. You got quite a bit of models. I like that hex map maker you made. Looks pretty basic and easy, but it's a nice concept. Let's see. Oh, the stand for the spray painting. That's pretty smart. I like your D20 poop waste dice. That's classic. I love that. You got some pretty cool things there. So, have you done any articulated models? I'm curious. And what do you use to model with? I guess really, how did you learn? What did you use? I'm looking to kind of teach myself some soon, but I'd love to get experience or information from someone who's modeled some of the stuff you've done. Mr. Raker, I'm not sure if it'll be near your area, but the site I use is festivalnet.com. You can find some really good festivals, things I wouldn't have ever expected to be near me, although I am near a city. I found so much stuff. Like I think November there was over 50 options near me that I could find. Just look at that. See, you might actually find something that you're not expecting, and then look at some Facebook market groups. You might be able to find some other markets as well there. Nice, 10K people. Yeah, so with 10K, I'm not sure how many. Some of the festivals I've done recently were about 10K. I think the Lancaster one that I did was about 10K. and that one I brought in about 1,400. Really has to do with how many other 3D printing vendors there are there at the time. 25K is how many was at the Pineville one where I broke 3,000. So just to give you a comparison, yeah. Yes, I definitely do D&D. Well, I don't want to pull the whole camera just to show you, but I have my D&D books right over here on the shelf. I actually host a game, and I post a game on Fridays. One Friday, and the other Friday I play in the game. So. Nice, Adam. Fusion 360. Yeah, I started using that one a little bit. It seemed pretty lucrative. I'm currently looking at Shaper on Shape though right now, but mine have just been more functional models as well. All right, we're on stage 3 of the calibration. This is vibration compensation. About 4 minutes. So with any luck, I'll be able to start getting this little equivalence of the Benchy printing right afterwards. Yeah, Mr. Raker, it's fun. I do every Friday. They come here. In fact, that's why I always have to remove my tables that I have all my stuff set up on and kind of set it up for them. Once a month would be kind of rough for me, but I'm lucky. Nice task. 2 to 3 other vendors. That's not too bad for 10,000 people. If you're looking at, I think when I did Lancaster, there was 4. Yeah, there was 250 shops when I did Lancaster. No, 200 shops, and there was 4 or maybe 5 3D print shops, and I still did pretty good. Pineville, there's only one other guy that was there. I think that's also why I did really good. But normally, if there's 3 or less, I'm really good with my markets. You know, JJ Tech Prints, I'm actually curious what Soothe 3D Prints is saying. If you are interested, I would actually love for you to hit me up. Go to my website and, you know, send me your info via my contact us page. I'd love to chat. Okay, I mean, not articulating, that's fine. There's still have some ideas that I would have, but if you'd ever be interested in doing a commission work, let me know. We can maybe work something out to where you get a cut of every one that I sell. But we can chat about that offline. All right, we got 2 more minutes on this calibration. So who all has markets this weekend? What are we looking at this weekend? I'm going to be back at my farmer's market, but it's going to be Small Business Saturday for me. Should be a pretty good one, though. It's going to be better than the normal stuff. Yeah, I've debated upon using Fiverr for a few people, Adam. I don't know yet. I prefer to do someone that I kind of really know and trust, and looks like they're doing good. Oh, stop making sounds. Might be finishing that calibration now. So it was what, a 30-minute calibration process? 20-minute calibration, probably? Yeah, probably 20 minutes. I messed up because I was supposed to clean the nozzles myself. March, when was it supposed to come out? Soothe. For you. Okay, all right. Now, calibration finished. Now, please load the filament. We're going to go with white and black, number 1 and number 2. You know what? I'll spin the printer so you guys can see it. All right, we're going to throw white into one. Locks on just like the A1 if anyone's curious. Just feeds right on through just as soon as it connects. Okay, does it pull any more? And I got a red light. That's not great. I wonder if I need to snip off the ends. All right, let's snip off the ends. I normally do that for mine, but I was just curious. All right, let's try that again. There we go. All right, go straight to the tool head. Oh, that's the one that's currently on there. All right, and we're going to do black right here. Snip off that end. There we go. We got black going. All right, let's flip to the other side. Yeah, JJ Tech. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. Might not work out for anything, but I'm always in the market for looking, and plus wouldn't mind chatting with you some. Like I said, I am looking to learn more come January once things slow down. I mean, hopefully it won't. Maybe my online orders will keep me busy, or maybe I'll find some festivals, but if not, all right, so we're going to put red up here. And then we'll do yellow. Do the 4 Snapmaker ones. Okay, those look pretty good. Yeah, Adam, I mean, I don't really have an interest in doing any custom dragons. I actually like the I don't like that error. Okay, let's try this again. Filament load. Okay, insert filament into the correct feeder to complete. Yep, did it. Official filaments auto recognize it. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, nice. Auto recognized it. I forgot that they did the RFID. Your printer is ready to go. Let's print your first model. Okay, start. Yep, we got the dragon texture we're going to do. And make displays with preset. Let's go. Oh, let's hang on. I'm going to flip this to the side so you guys can see it a little bit better. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Looks like it's going to take about 3 hours. We are not going to do the live stream that long. But it's going to be about 3 hours, and it's going to use a total of 50 grams. Print preferences. Yeah, sure. I'll do the dynamic flow calibration. Yeah, I'll do the time lapse. Love to see what that is. And the heated bed leveling. I'm going to do all those print preferences because I want to see what it's all going to be like. All right, I'm going to catch up on these chats now. Nice, Mr. Raker, on the custom prints. I don't get too many of those, actually. I try to push myself and advertise more on the custom stuff, but I don't know. I don't get too much of theirs. I'd love to hear how you kind of advertise your custom services. Yeah, so JJ Tech, I saw that you mentioned the TPU filaments. I actually am in the process of drying some TPU filaments. I'm going to be trying to incorporate a few multicolored TPUs with this. Okay, check if timing belts are tensioned properly. Okay, I don't know why it's erroring. I don't like this. Let's try it again. I wonder if it has something to do with I just have it on a little table. Hopefully not, because I'm not going to be very happy if I've got an issue with my printer. No, Soothe, I didn't end up buying the cover for the top. I kind of think I kind of wish I did, but okay, so grabbing the other printer. I guess this is doing the calibration. I just love watching it. It's cool. I keep getting an error on my screen now, but it's saying something about a failed pin. I don't know what it's talking about by a pin. Maybe I didn't do something in the setup right. So I could justify the cost of the top potentially, but I could not justify the fact that the top is going to take 4 months after, or 3 months after I've got 4 months after I've gotten the printer. I'm like, at that point, I'm probably going to work out something beforehand for a top. So no, I didn't end up buying the top for it. Yeah, I heard about the TPU interlocking actually. All right. So my goal is going to be, we're probably going to have this video go all the way until the probably first layer or two starts printing. And then I'll probably wrap it up after that. I mean, we're at 2 hours, 10 minutes. Then I get the privilege of trying to download this and seeing if it's possible to actually scrape it into an actual unboxing video. I don't think it will be, at least not with the amount of editing I want to do. We'll see. Ursulman, yeah, I think if anyone has any issues for the first 6 months, it's going to be a little rough. We'll see, maybe not. I know the original beta testers, they had issues and they were sent things really quick, so maybe. I don't know. I appreciate it, JJ. Well, this is really only, I'm going to count really only the second live stream that I've done, so. And I was kind of a little impromptu. I was trying to think of how I was going to film the unboxing, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't see anyone else really had any unboxing, so I figured I'd just do a stream. Yeah, the only custom orders I've actually had was for the original Posca marker holder, which I don't have one nearby actually came from a custom order, which is what I designed for it. And I had a few modifications of that one. That one, I get a lot of people that kind of do that quite a bit. Let's see. Oh, we got some poop down there. We're just doing the flow calibration. I'll say one thing: getting it to actually put that first layer down. I know one of the beta testers mentioned it, but that first initial print is taking a bit longer than I was expecting, even with the little flow calibrations. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna sit down now. Got my chair back here. Also, I'm curious for anyone that's been watching, has there been ads that have been popping up there in this video? I've barely done any live streams, and it said something about being able to put an ad in. I didn't want it to be overbearing, so please let me know if it's some that are interrupting the video. Let me know. I'd love to hear feedback so I can stop it if it's an annoyance. So this is just on toolhead 1 calibrating extrusion flow. Hopefully that doesn't mean that it's going to take this long for every toolhead. Surely it's not. Ah, geez, now he's going to the second one. All right, I'm curious. I'm going to look. How long does it take? It's 10:43. Oh, yeah, that's true. If you had YouTube Premium, you wouldn't know. Yeah, I keep getting errors. I don't like it. I'm just going to put the error on the screen so I can look at it later because I can't quite take a screenshot. Saying error code filament feeder anomaly. Filament tangles or loose connector connections. I just hit OK though, and it goes and play. Maybe it's because there hasn't been any filament that's gone through here. I don't know. Strange. Okay, Phil. A few. So you're saying in the, probably about what, one every 20 minutes? What would you say? And I appreciate. I'm trying to understand. I mean, I just got monetized about a month ago, which mind you, I appreciate it. You guys watching my stuff, resulting in it. I wouldn't have ever expected it, but I'm eternally grateful. Don't know why it's erroring. So I keep getting an error message that's popping up. It's popped up twice per tool head, which is just kind of popping up an anomaly error. But it almost looks like it's resuming. So I don't know if it's something is caught in the tube for the first go or what. So I don't know if this is going to be a problem for the printer or if it's just kind of working out the kinks for it. Okay, Blake. Appreciate it. 3 ads isn't too bad. I'm not sure how long you've been watching, so I was just curious. Thanks, JJ. Yeah, I mean, I'm grateful for it. Do you do much, if any, resin printing for the minis? I want to, but I don't have a good location to be able to ventilate. So I do not do resin printing. If I had the opportunity to be able to ventilate it good, I would probably do resin printing, but I don't. Now, a buddy of mine, now I have done some minis on the FDM printer. You can. It's not as great, and you're a little prone to some issues, but I've done it. It's worked. A buddy of mine, he does do some resin printing, and he'll print some for me on occasion. No, I didn't check for a firmware update. I didn't. I'm going to give it another second and see if it's going to keep airing. If not, I'm going to stop it, and then I'll... But I'm also kind of getting some kind of a network error. All right. Air it again. I'm going to stop the print, actually. See, I would have expected it to have prompted. I'm going to home it. It's like it's bumping into something up in the front. Oh! I think it's my fault. I had something popped off here from the very beginning. And I think it's bumping into it. Yep, that's all my fault. Let me see if I can move that. Whoops. Oh, that's lovely. All right, let's see if we, while I'm at it, I'll just see if there is a firmware. Oh, there we go. No, not a factor. Maintenance. No. Oh gosh, there is an option on here for the maintenance for manual leveling. Get that away. I am past the point of manual leveling. I don't know where the firmware would be. Let's see. Nope. Nope. It's connected to my network. Yeah, I'll scan that in later. Don't want to do a calibration. Oh, there we go. Okay. I manually had to go into the settings. I probably could have lowered it for you guys to be able to watch it. Have I tried turning it off and turning it back on? You know, I'm an IT person, so I should know the power of that. But no, I have not. But it was because I had a problem. Rick, I'm leaning more towards the Bambu now. I mean, you're going to have, I don't want to call it issues, but you're going to have some inconsistent, or, you know, whenever you're starting something new and a new printer and all that, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve there. Philip, you've been here since minute 2 and only seen 3 or 4. Okay, good. I appreciate that. That actually helps me. So I wanted to make sure it was, yeah, this keeps popping up. I don't know why that does. It must not like my internet. Let me raise this up. Let me reconnect it to my internet one more time. I am going to, as you said, turn it off and turn it back on. See if I can get that firmware to launch. I can fix it. I just need your login credentials and remote access to your PC. Yeah. I got you. I actually wouldn't mind a Prusa. I just can't afford a Prusa. The company seems like it's really good for just the way they do things. I don't know anything about the actual printers as to how good they do, but I've heard pretty good things. Okay, now let's see if it'll let me update the firmware. Okay, there we go. You were right. Turning it off and turning it back on. Now I can update the firmware. Although from a version standpoint, it says version 0.9. You'd think if it was released, it would be version 1. Well, so as far as that protruding part that you mentioned, when I pulled off the tape earlier, I noticed I popped it off and I forgot to put it back on. I don't know anything about the soles, actually. Sorry, it's loading firmware. Oh, I guess you guys can watch the percentage bar with me. There we go. Sorry, it's cracking off a print that just finished. What's hurting me the most right now is the fact that I got 2 printers that's currently not doing anything. One of them is because it just finished. That's what these are. Oops. It's a little fidget. I'm going to be getting some clickers to be able to click into it. And then the other one is I was trying to do a comparison of this one and the P1S, but it's been taking so long getting this printer working. Yeah, Fezway, why? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, really, it should have. Well, it may have printed for the. It may have prompted. I think it had issues connecting to my network, or it wanted to do a reboot after connecting to my network because I kept getting pop-ups that was saying something about a network pin that was failing. So I'm assuming if my network actually would have connected, it probably would have prompted for a firmware update. I would hope. That might be giving them the benefit of the doubt. I would assume you're not expected to actually go into the About section and manually look for a firmware. Maybe you are, though. I really kind of want to, like I said, I kind of want to get this one little Dragon Mini started before I end this video. I'm not going to be able to finish that Mini before bed, or before I head to bed, because it's close to 11. I'll be going to bed around 12, just because I have kids that'll get up at 6. But I'll at least get this started for you guys and then end it. And then I'll start something on my Bambu P1S, which will be a comparison. I'll probably just do a cow by itself. No purge or anything. See how much poop comes out. And then in the morning, I'll do the cow with the purge and kind of see how that does. You know, I probably should go ahead and move this to its location after this update finishes. Yeah, I'll do that. Tez, I don't know. I haven't downloaded it yet, to be honest. Okay, so we've got the firmware update now. So, you know what? I am going to just print it here. I don't want to have to go through another calibration. I'll wait for that calibration. Now it prompts for the firmware update, but I've already downloaded it, right? Oh, upgrade now. Oh, it just downloaded it, and then you have to manually upgrade it. Okay, a few more steps. Yeah, Taz, the Prusa experience. A1 Mini build plate is small, but don't dismiss it. There's some great things that you can do with it. I mean, I do my eggs with it. I'm able to get quite a few items on it. I mean, I think let's see, my A1 Mini has, which I actually just upgraded it to have an AMS after all this time. I've been running it by itself. Let's see how many print hours I got on. I got 3,100 print hours on my A1 Mini. I have 5,400 on my P1S. Fezwaj, I plan on buying more if this one works eventually. If this works as good as advertised, I will probably only buy this printer going forward. Will I replace my current ones? No. Am I going to buy any more right now? No. I promised my wife that I would be up to 5 printers. Okay, so we've got this done. Is there a way for me to trigger that default print again? Please tell me that there is. Let's make something wonderful. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yes. Do I do this? I need to do this. I need to make sure it works. Okay, let's raise this up and see if we can get this working this time. If it fails this time, I'm going to just probably end the video and figure it out. So what was happening up here is there was a little, here, I'll flip it over so you guys can see. That little back panel was slightly popping out. So I have no clue what it's doing, but it's like bumping up against that back panel for some reason. And it was hitting that. Do I print with silk filaments much? Yeah, all the time. I prefer matte personally, but I print with silk all the time. JJ, I agree. I think 2026 is going to be the focus is going to primarily be on the tool heads. I just realized. I'm hoping my audio has been fine because the little protective cover fell off of it. In probably a while. Oh, there it is. Forgive me if this makes a loud sound. There we go. I like matte. I mean, I like silk. I think silk's good. I think silk is overplayed, though. I like matte better. I think the matte filament is more defined. You can see a lot more detail in them. At least my opinion. I feel like I can see a lot more detail in the matte than I can on the silk ones. Okay. Well, I'm glad my audio's been good. The little protective cover that goes over it was had fallen off, and I don't know when it fell off. All right, let's see. Toolhead 1 calibrating extrusion flow. Hopefully there's no errors. I'll say one thing. I'm surprised my cell phone hasn't died. Oh, it's getting close. We'll see how that works out. I got down to 21%. I was up to 100% when I first started. So we'll see whether or not that ends up being the deciding factor. But I think we'll be able to get it at least to the first couple layers printing before we have to, before it dies. And I can't plug it in because that's what my my microphone's connected into that port. I still find it fascinating that 35 people are, well, 32 now. Apparently they're dropping some talking about them. But this many people are just sitting here watching me set this up. I'll say this extrusion flow calibration does take a long time on this. That is the one caveat I'm seeing. Like, I haven't timed it, but it's still on calibrating flow 1. So how long is it going to take before the print actually starts? Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, I'm very grateful for all the viewers. I guess I don't find myself entertaining as much as you guys do. I'll keep that in mind, Ursulman. I don't think it was an issue with my network. I think it was just the initial setup issue that was causing the network inconsistency. I think we're good now. Hasn't aired. Firmware's updated now, and I mean, I had a lot of network devices in here, and they all connect to my network, no issues. Okay, so now we're on to number 2. This is one that was airing out, so let's see if it's going to air out. Yeah, I mean, people find stuff interesting. A lot of people are probably just kind of keeping in the background, like you said, working on brims and such. And what I'll do is, because this will take about 3 hours to print, so it'll finish at, I don't know, about 2 in the morning is what it says. I'll post a picture of it on my face or on my YouTube page, so you guys can. I think I can attach a picture. I don't know much about YouTube posting, just so you guys can see that it finished and all that stuff. And I will be including it in a video that I plan on, if I have time to edit it, do tomorrow. If not, I guess it'll be coming out on Thanksgiving. We'll see. But yeah, my first video is going to be kind of the unboxing experience, the setup, what my initial thoughts are of it, and stuff like that. Then from there, I'll kind of go to, after the prints and print comparisons and all that stuff. You say that a lot of people complain about it. I've only had maybe 4 people, 4 people. No, I'd say probably about 5 people. If I include the YouTube community that has put comments on my videos, there's maybe 7 people that's ever complained to me about 3D printing and the plastic killing the world, et cetera, et cetera. I don't really have many people complain. I've had one guy that he kind of looked the other way at a festival, saying that I wasn't a real crafter. Probably the one that rubbed me the most wrong, but most people love it. I don't really have anyone complaining about it. Oh, Dirkstrom, you're saying you don't think it's accurate? I hope not. I mean, that'd be great. It says it's gonna take 3 hours for the default print. Um, if it gets that print in under an hour, that's great. Oh, let me think. I mean, I have two P1Ss, an A1 Mini, and an A1 all within 3 feet of me right now. So there's a lot of noise kind of going on back here. Um, the general sounds, the fan sounds a little bit stronger, a little bit, but that might just be because there's no enclosure there. I don't know what the print sound is yet, so we'll find that out in a minute. But it hasn't been too loud. Taz, that's funny. Why would someone complain about something and then buy it? That's hilarious. No, I mean, this one guy, it was when I was at my first festival, the Shelby one. He walked by, his family, his wife, his kids ran up, was all this. He walked by, and I saw complete and utter disgust on his face. And he literally turned his face up and looked the other way while his family shopped. And then the wife was like, "Don't mind him. He thinks you guys aren't real crafters." I'm like, okay. But past that, everyone else in markets have been, for the most part, really, really good. A few commenters have made comments about the plastic pill in the world and such, and then I have to explain to them about how it's cornstarch and all that fun stuff. I don't have to, I just choose to. Oh, nice. Someone else is doing a live stream for it. He's probably moving a lot faster than I was. Oh, the time lapse. Yeah, I'll post the time lapse. I think I set it through the time lapse. Yeah, I think I did. I'll post the time lapse for it. I am really curious about the time lapse quality, compared to the other ones, because I haven't really heard anyone talk about that, like as to whether it's better. What level, what quality the time lapse is. I'd actually really like to see remote viewing on the app, but I don't have the app installed or anything, so I'll have to kind of really see how that is. Taz, that's actually the pricing I did for my dragons when I first started doing them. I did all one color, a 60% dragon for $10, and actually my 100% dragon was $20 when I first started doing it, and now it's $29 for mine for the 100%. I probably won't go above that for the single colored one, just because I think a $30 price point is a big jump. But my 60% are at 12, and then my 80% is at 18. Yeah, I think 18, and then my 100% is at 29. Taz, I don't know. I mean, my kids play with their toys quite a bit, and I don't really they don't want to throw things off to the side so much. But I don't replace stuff that often. I mean, some kids certainly do though. Oh, little ones definitely below 5 will have more fun in the box. I do agree on that. So Darkstorm, I cannot advise on the ABS or nylon because I have yet to have printed on that. Um, I didn't even done it on my P1Ss. I just haven't. Um, so I don't know if I'll actually test that, but we'll see. Yeah, Mr. Raker, I should look at the Facebook groups more. I don't like Facebook personally. My wife handles the Facebook stuff. I mean, I check it here and there. I'm not a big social media person. Um, she does that stuff. But I've tried to push or talk to her about doing more of the Facebook groups, but so far we haven't. How do I deal with the hobby printer that charges so low because they don't understand booth costs? I've only dealt with one person that was cheaper than me. Normally, I'm the cheapest person, to be honest, at the markets. But at the Pineville one that I did, there was one guy. He sold a, I don't even think it was a 300% dragon. I think it was a 500% or yeah, 500% dragon. He said it took him 8 rolls of filament, and he sold that for $300. I don't like telling people how they should or should not do stuff, but I told him, I said, dude, that is way too cheap. His stuff was ridiculously cheap. He's like, well, I'm good. I'm like, okay. But does it compete with me? No, not really, personally. I have enough variety to where I don't have to worry about it. Unless they are like going through and I'm like in the back and they've already hit them first, that's the only time it's a problem. Taz, nothing wrong with the dollar store trays. That's what I started with. I mean, I still have a bunch of them over there. I just like I did it for a long time, and then I really saw that model, and I'm like, well, I want to try it. I didn't realize how much material it was actually going to take to print them. And I probably wouldn't have done it if I would have realized how much material it was going to be. But yeah, this is the OG ones that I did, was just these little dollar store ones. That's what I did. I had a bigger one that I did as well. And that's how I did it for probably the first 5 markets. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that'll probably be the main Fezwai. That'll probably be the main reason why I do end up working out a top solution, is just because of the noise. Oh, I just realized there's a little bit of filament right there. What do you say? Should I go ahead and clean it off, or leave it a true print and just see how it works out with a little bit of debris there? Nice, Dark Storm, on your first market. Good luck to that. I hope you do very well. All right, we're on the 4th tool head calibration. So once this is done, hopefully it'll start printing. I mean, this has been a hot minute on printing before it started printing. How much product do you have, Taz? And this is the one you said that was 10,000 people? How much was your booth fee, too? I mean, if you have a variety of product, and if you haven't looked at the mystery eggs that I do, look at the mystery eggs. They do extremely well. I mean, when I was at the Pineville one, I made over $1,000 on just the mystery eggs alone. I mean, maybe it's just me, but those things fly off my shelves. All right, I'll leave the debris. It has been sacrificed for the cause. I like that. $75 booth fee. How many people are expected to be at that one? If they've said. Geez, let's see. How much more on my phone is left? Oh gosh, it's down to 13% of my phone. I think I'll be good to get it started, but it's getting there. Yeah, Philip, I don't know. I did hear someone say that the initial setup is longer. They said it is supposed to get faster, with future firmware versions. That's something that they are working on. But that was a complaint that I did see. Now, I did do all the optional items. I did the calibration flow extrusion. I did the bed leveling. So I may test it and see without, and that might be why that one person is finished much faster. I might kind of see. Maybe I'll throw that into a video at some point and see how it does. Oh, we've got action. What's going on now? Well, Fezway, I mean, I did the initial calibration to begin with, to be honest. It was an optional item when I went to print. It said, did you want to do the flow calibration and such? Or flow compression is what it said. I just threw it on there. Maybe I didn't have to do that each time. We'll see. I'll play around with it and let you guys know. Oh, Taz, you got plenty of stuff. You're going to be good. How many people are supposed to be at the event? What's it doing now? Oh, it's cleaning the nozzles. Okay. Interesting. Vintage cards. Here, I'll show you what I do. Yeah, I use a heat gun. You could probably use a hair dryer as well. Sorry, you're gonna hear a little bit of background noise as I went to my storage area. All right. So this is what I get: is shrink wrap. I link it in my descriptions. I don't remember if I linked it in this description or not. You can get it right on Amazon. Essentially, you just throw it in there, top it off, and just heat it up, and then cut it off. And it's simple. I think that was a 100 pack for like 12 bucks, maybe 10 bucks. I don't remember. The heat shrink wrap. Taz, with the designs that you have, or sorry, the amount of product that you have and the variety that you have, I don't know. I'm expecting you to do really, really good. I'm not going to throw a number out there because I don't want to give false hope because my area might be different than yours. But if it's anything like my area, you're going to be doing really good. JJ Tech prints that'd be a pretty cool option actually, to where people can kind of accept jobs and print them. I heard someone else talking about something related to that. All right, so this is the auto bed leveling that it's doing. And I think it should start right after this. Yeah, it's not too loud. Fez, I mean, it's the fan a little bit here and there, but it's really not that bad. And that's really just because there's no top on it. All right, so finished both calibrations. So I'm expecting it to start printing in a minute. Yeah, Taz. Some people try to open the eggs. If you wrap them, it knocks out 90% of the problem. I still have the occasional person that's doing it. Oh, what's it doing right now? Oh, we got Prince. Sorry, I messed with it. Perfect timing because my battery's at 10%. So we'll get through a layer or two, and then we're going to probably call it. As of right now, it still says it's going to take about 3 hours. Taz, adopt the dragon set. Oh, it's a small certificate. Dude, that's going to do great. Vintage card. I mean, I'm glad I could motivate you. I'm sorry that you only did 130. I hope you had a lot of variety of products. That's kind of the big thing. I think is a big selling point or a big point, and just kind of have a nice variety of different things. But maybe my area is just really ripe for it. I haven't. I think my worst market that I've done was 160. It is pretty quiet. I don't think the microphone might be filtering out some of it, but it is pretty quiet. Just the fan a little bit here and there. 12 Brian, I don't know. I clicked the optional items. It was not clicked by default for the flow calibration and the bed leveling. So I don't know if it's really a required item or not. I did that the first go. Okay, so we got our first layer down. I wonder if it's about to do a color change. I kind of want to see it do a color change. It is pretty fast, yeah. Oh, we got a color change. All right, sweet. Let's see how fast we are with this color change. Oh, I'm sure it's damp filament. I mean, it was literally on a boat. All right, so we got our purge tower printing right now. Now, one thing I have heard is the purge tower will be pretty large, just because it has to purge out kind of some dry filament that's right there. Not purge. It has to just prime the nozzle for the filament, but it shouldn't be the level that we're talking about with other multi-change. And yes, it only did a half plate purge line. Yeah, 5 grams of purge sounds about right for it. Taz, yeah, you know, I had a lot of issues with my first A1. So I still prefer the P1S, but for the price, it is pretty good. There's a reason I did go with 2 P1Ss, though, because I prefer that one personally. Okay, so we did have a color change right there. Small amount of yellow right there. Now we're going with a third color, all in the first layer. Yeah, tool change is really quick. I think it says 8 seconds. Now, that doesn't factor in the amount of purge, I don't think, but the actual change of the nozzle. No, I mean, that was about 8 seconds right there. Yeah, I mean, that is pretty quick. I guess the first time was just it doing the initial layer for the tower. Yeah, this is really good looking. Oh, there's a black on the nails. All right, we're going to go through one more layer, and then my 8% battery on my phone is going to be dying, so I'll be wrapping it up after that. Yeah, JJ, that's what it seems like. The first usage definitely takes a little bit more time. Okay. So I will say when it is going and grabbing the tool head, it does have a little bit of a whirling sound, if you will. That's a little bit higher pitched, but it's not too bad. Like it sounds like the servos that are moving and such. I mean, look at these. This is crazy. This is really fast. I've never like just sat here and just watched them go. I am going to even do like a small little test and see what a single color, how long does it take to do a single colored print. Can we get a close up? I will try. I am new at live streaming. Oh crap, I hit something. Did that zoom it in? Let's see if that zoomed it in. Okay, that zoomed it in. Sorry. P1S would still be changed. Well, it's also how long it takes for it to go up the PTFE tube. I mean, that takes so long. It is shaking this table. This is not a table that should be really printing, having a printer print on it. It's my little fold-up table. I'm going to be putting it in its actual place after this little print, though. All right. So we're up to 3 layers. All right. Anyone else have any more questions or anything? If not, I'm going to be wrapping this one up. So far, I think the average filament change on the U1 is like 7 seconds or so from what I've seen. Yeah, I mean, I saw advertising at 8 seconds. I actually didn't expect it to meet that advertisement. I expected it to be slower than that. But we'll see. All right. It has been great chatting with y'all. I'm going to plan on doing a video kind of about my initial thoughts, the setup, what I learned, what we learned, I guess, all together. And I'll be kind of releasing some content for this here in the next little bit. So look forward to, or hope you guys look forward to seeing it. And have a good one. Good night.